And we're back. It's the real Zaki. We're getting into some super intricate stuff soon, and especially all these gurus and all these people. Let's not get political, because how can I get results as fast as possible? There are people that have to have bills paid. There are people that are financial commitments that they have. The job's not there anymore. Something happened with their regular stream of income. So many things could go wrong because they don't have control over their income. A bunch of you guys DM me. I'm gonna get back to you guys. I got hundreds and hundreds of DM requests, even thousands, I bet. Like it's crazy. I love the support. Without you guys, there's no channel. So remember to subscribe, hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and definitely hit the notification button. You could be the first to comment. You could get your question, because I usually respond to the comments that are like over like the top. So whoever commented, like the first couple 10 15 people that commented, I usually take those as video content. So first thing everybody needs to understand is Shopify is not a instant business. Shopify is more of a front-loaded business where you have to put in a lot of work, where you have to put in X amount of work. That X amount of work doesn't really equate to income right away, because there's so much work that takes place in between you and income. Let's say you got a store started, you find a niche, you find a product, you find a domain, you worry about all the small stuff. Now you're wondering, how do I get traffic? Didn't think when you were choosing your domain how it would relate to Instagram. You just solely thought about Facebook ads, and you only have $500 budget. So you go $5 a day, it lasts you 10 days. You go $50 for 10 days, you kind of get sad when you don't make no sales. But you're switching up your audiences. You can't really make the financial commitment to go into really one group and invest the whole 500 into one audience. You just start losing money, $50 every 10 days. It lasts you 2-3 months, boom, you're at zero. You made a sale here and there, you're kind of excited, but you're wondering what went wrong. You didn't make the financial commitment to one audience. One personal problem I had when I came to business early on was I was too jumpy. I'd hear about this business, I'd dive on that. I'd hear about this business, I'd dive on that. I would just drop what I was doing and just go automatically to the other business. Isn't really strategically smart, especially if you put in multiple hours and hours and hours into one store. One thing people are starting to do is they have a store they spent 2-3 months on, and all of a sudden they want to change the niche and start a new store because they didn't see the potential. They didn't see the income start flowing because they wanted instant gratification. That's one thing I've read a lot of books on, that our generation and millennials and maybe even some Generation X, they want instant gratification. A text message is instant. They don't have to wait no more. Our patience is down. We need to build on our patience. Instead of waiting 6 to 12 months or like looking long term and building a business for the long term, they want 1 month, 30 days, 2 weeks, 40 days, whatever it may be, to have life-changing income, to make $500, $1,000 a day profit, and all of a sudden be making 30 grand and they can quit their job and go to the Bahamas. But if life really worked like that, everybody would just be doing drop shipping, right? It would be oversaturated market. I wouldn't have this YouTube channel because there'd be somebody else making more money than me that has a YouTube channel, and I'd just be among everybody else, and I'd be looking for something else to do because it would be too saturated technically, but the market's growing so much that it'll never be saturated, right? What do? How do you get sales? You get the idea out of your mind that you need to make sales instantly. That mindset alone will limit you, because you'll be making decisions for the short term and not thinking for the long term, so you'll always lose in the end. People are thinking about $300 days. When I was thinking about $5,000 days, you hit $300 a day on your way to 5K, but your goal was always 5K, so you're never satisfied. But you're working for 5K, so that $300 comes, 200, 300, 400, 1,000, 5,000, whatever it may be. When I hit my first 10K day, when I surpassed the 10K day, it wasn't instant gratification. I put in so much prior work. It was kind of like, okay, finally got it working. Like, okay, so I just finally fixed the wheel and it's finally working. Because in my back of my mind, I knew this stuff worked. It worked for many other people. Why couldn't it work for me? So that was the one thing. Like, it was a mindset shift. You guys have to switch your mindset. You guys have to start thinking long term, reverse engineer from the goals you guys have. So let's say you have your goal here and you're here. You reverse engineer from your goal and go backwards, right? Like, I know I've been doing a lot of these preaching videos, but you guys have to understand that this is a majority mindset, that if you have a weak mind, you really won't make it in this game, because it's more of a long-term business and putting in hours and hours and hours of work without getting paid and not seeing any return, and eventually reaping all the rewards, because without risk, there is no reward, and you'll reap the benefits if you sow early on. One of my mentors told me, you have to think of business like a farmer. So you sow the seeds. Farmers do, they sow seeds into the ground, like sow. You guys get what I mean? Like, they cut open the soil, they cover up the soil, they sow the seeds, but they're not waiting for their return for a whole nother year, the next season. That's how you have to look at business. If you sow your seeds now in 2017, if you sowed your seeds now, it's September, it's August, you need to sow your seeds and reap the benefits a year from now, because it takes, like, to get the fruit and reap the reward, you have to have patience, you have to have hard work, you have to water that plant, you have to sustain that plant, you have to take care of the fruit. Business is a plant and you got to take care of it, and then you will reap the rewards. So if you started now, now, you'll get your reward 2018. $100,000 a month in 2018 is more than possible. 5K a month 1 month from now is more than possible. If you just have the right guidance and are moving in the right direction, using the right strategies to make every dollar that you put into your business count. Because at the end of the day, if you're putting capital, you know what makes money capital? If it's an investment, capital is just not money. Capital is an investment that you put in and you are awaiting a return. So if you put something into your Shopify business, it is capital. If you waste something at the grocery store, it's money. So if you're using your hard-earned capital, putting it into the business and not seeing return, of course you're going to be sad. Of course you're going to waver. It's human nature. Or as human beings, what we're taught to do. And when we don't get like that good satisfaction feeling, that reward, we quit. We got to move away from that and move towards I gotta work harder, because at the end of the day, if you just keep moving forward, so there's always that hill, you gotta get past that hill. So that was my rant for the day. I just wanted to get that to you guys. We got some crazy content coming soon, so I hope you guys stay tuned. I really appreciate 2K because you guys are the best. I think I hit 2,500 like in my sleep. Like I missed a live stream, I missed a bunch of stuff. Like it's kind of been chaotic, but I'm definitely gonna make a time commitment to you guys because I know you guys love the content and I love you guys, because without you guys there's no channel. And subscribe, hit the notification bell. But if you guys want, drop a thumbs up, and it's the real Zaki. Zaki's out.